Every year, Rhodes Stadium is stripped down to what it is at its bare bones, a football field. And every year, this field is repainted, prepped, and prepared to once again become home of the Elon Phoenix football team. And when everything is said and done, at the end of every game, the Phoenix hope to be celebrating victory after victory on this field. But none of that can happen, the wins, the fans, or the field prep, before spring practice.
We're going into year 3 as a staff. Some of our young players are now becoming old players. We had such a long, difficult winter in the weight room and in the conditioning aspects of football, and I think the kids are just excited to put the helmet on and run some plays and play the game that they love. And this past Saturday was our first full padded practice, and we had a lot of energy. Obviously we're looking for a quarterback, we're looking for an outside wide receiver, and we got to replace some offensive line. So right now we're young on offense. We got to find some leadership. On defense, we only lose 2 starters from last year's top 22 on defense, so our defense is old and salty and veteran that it's got to pay off in the fall for us.
While the defensive players may be a salty veteran group, Coach Swepson is eager to see what newly hired defensive coordinator Brad Sherrod can bring to the group this spring.
Coach Sherrod, he played at Duke. He's a smart man. He's been coaching for a long time. He was at Delaware the last couple of years, and that's a very successful program up there in Delaware. So he's bringing some simplicity to our defense, and I think it's going to help us just because we're going to let our kids really fly around and play the game. We're going to try to take the thinking out of it and let them react and strike and play fast.
During the time that Coach Sherrod will be implementing his new defense, Coach Swepson will be taking his time trying to determine who will be the starting quarterback for the Phoenix next season.
On Saturdays, usually all eyes are on the quarterback position. So we just got to make sure, we got 3 kids right now battling for the position with Quinny, Trevor, and Lockery. All 3 got some talent. All 3 got ability. Obviously, you can't play 3 at that position. So that battle is going to probably go on until, probably 10 days before our opening game. So they got, 13 more or 12 more practices here in the spring. They got all summer, and then we're going to have, 29 practices in preseason camp to determine who our starting quarterback will be.
Coach Swepson and the Phoenix have work to do as they try to find a quarterback, learn a new defense, and develop the youth of the team, but that's why they have spring practice.
Anytime you got a young football team, especially on offense, it's our job as coaches to put them in position to be successful, and right now we're figuring out what we can and cannot do as an offense, and that's what spring ball is all about.